up testing out a good amount of jump shots for y'all. Now y'all know, from the small guards to the big guards, the lockdowns, the poppers, the 6'10s to the 7-footers, I had literally tested maybe almost 10 jump shots in every height category to give y'all boys some of the best results. No matter if you got a high 3-point rating or a low 3-point rating, or you're rocking a low 3-point rating with a high mid-range, today I'm gonna give you a lot of things from the best jump shots to the best bases. And wait, the first, we gotta give y'all some of the best dribble pull-ups. Now, it's not that many great dribble pull-ups in NBA 2K25, but Pro 2 is one that's getting used a lot. No matter if you're on a big guard or a small guard, a lot of people like using Pro 2, but for all my small guards that like the rhythm shooter, you just like how it looks, a lot of people use CP3 dribble pull-up. It's a nice little fade, even if you like rhythm shooting as well, but Michael Jordan is a good dribble pull-up. I've been using it lately on my bigger builds when I'm not using Pro 2. If you don't like the other ones, I definitely recommend you to try out MJ, but if you ain't messing with it, but you're a starter 4, you can use Devin Booker. Now, Devin Booker, you need to be a starter 4 with a 87 mid-range or 3-pointer. And if you want to use Kobe Bryant, you need to be starter 4 with a 92 mid-range or 3-pointer, with being at least 6'5". Then we have Kevin Durant dribble pull-up. Now, I do recommend you on using this if you like on a build like a 6'10", and you can't really get the Pro 2s and things like that. But if you're on a taller build like a 7-footer, there's not really that many good options unless you have an 87 mid-range to get Kevin Durant, or you end up using normal 2 dribble pull-up. Now that I gave y'all some of the best dribble pull-ups in the game, we're gonna start with the small guards. Now, if you're under 6'4" and you're not a starter 4, you should already know about Cam Thomas base, one of the best bases you can use in the game, especially if you're not a starter 4. Then we got Peyton Pritchard that I put a lot of people on. Now, if you don't know about this Peyton Pritchard, it's very similar to John Wall 2K24. If you like John Wall from 2K24, I definitely recommend you to use this. Then we got the Kyrie Irving. Now, Kyrie Irving jump shot is maybe a top 5 base for a small guard. And I know some of these bases that you're looking at right now, they be like a high 3-point rating or even a high mid-range rating, but there's some bases in NBA 2K25 that you can use with a decent jump shot rating or a low jump shot rating, like Allen Iverson. As an Allen Iverson, definitely recommend you to have this, especially if you got a low 3-pointer like an 85 or 84. Definitely use Allen Iverson. You can rhythm shoot with it and you can use square. But for my starter 4s, you need to be a 6'4" and under guard and have at least an 85 3-pointer or 84 3-pointer to unlock KPJ and Patty Mills and be a starter 4. And even though you got an 85 mid-range or 3-point rating, you still need a little bit more room to actually customize a jump shot. The same thing with Bronny James. You got to lock it at having a 66 3-point or mid-range rating, but you want to have a little bit more like a 77 or 76 3-point rating so you can end up getting good blenders on your jump shot. Then we got Stephen Curry, which is one of the highest at 92 rating. Now, this jump shot is a hit or miss. It's going to be too fast for you, or you may end up making it that it's going to be a little bit too slow. It's very hard to get it in between with Stephen Curry base, but for some people, they found the sweet spots. Now I gave you some of the best jump shots to use on small guards. Now I'm gonna give you some of the best jump shots I've been using so far that I've been having a lot of fun using. Now look, I told y'all about Peyton Pritchard. I definitely recommend you to try it out. Now, I know you using Patty Mills and KPJ and Cam Thomas. Y'all can stick to that if you want to. But I'm telling you, you want something different and it's actually up and down and smooth. Peyton Pritchard, Oscar Robertson, and then you have Colin Sexton or Luka Doncic as your secondary release. Or you can use Baluba. I'm going to tell you this now, this jump shot feels smooth. Now, if you want to rhythm shoot with this, you would have to end up putting it more to the release. Or you can even slow down the jump shot to 3/4 so you can have more time to actually shoot it in a rhythm shot. Now we got the Cam Thomas jump shot. Now, a lot of people say they like Cam Thomas over Patty Mills or even KPJ, but this is Cam Thomas, Stephen Curry, and Baluba. This is a 1585 blend on max speed, slightly past push. Now, this one actually shocked me how good this jump shot is because I usually use Cam Thomas in the past. Cam Thomas is cool. It's literally one of the best bases you can use as somebody that doesn't have starter 4. But for literally catch and shoot, it's money. You catch and shoot with Cam Thomas, it's going to be money most of the time. You got at least an 85% chance to knocking that down, especially if you got good timing. Then we got the Allen Iverson. Now, if you like the rhythm shoot, or you're used to using Jared Culver or using T-Mac, this is literally the same thing as using Jared Culver and T-Mac, but on a small guard. So I definitely recommend you to end up trying this if you are used to the Jared Culver base or the T-Mac base and you want something for your small guard and you just don't like Patty Mills or you don't like what already gave you like Cam Thomas. Definitely try using Allen Iverson. Now, you can mess around with the blends if you want to and mess around with the releases. Because the standard Oscar Robertson, you could use Baluba. Now, I know a lot of y'all don't really like Oscar Robertson as your secondary release, but as of this jump shot right here, Stephen Curry, Oscar Robertson, max speed, on release, and this is going to be a 30-70 blend. Now, this jump shot is fast. You could drop it to 3/4 speed, but this jump shot is fast. Even when I did 3/4 speed, even max speed, still having on release, the jump shot is fast. I'm still able to knock down shots from super deep no matter what. And I used this before even using my Curry build, and a lot of y'all guys thought I was using Patty Mills. But now if you got a lower 3-point rating, Kyle Lowry base is a great base to use. The only thing about it is trying to find releases that end up staying around that 85 3-pointer, 83 3-pointer mark. Because even with me using Oscar Robertson and Devin Booker, it boosts my 3-point rating all the way to 88. That's what we're recommended for you to have with that jump shot. Now this jump shot is consistent. I love the base, but look, you just gotta mess around with the releases or mess around with a different releases. You're gonna be under that 85 3-pointer or mid-range rating. But then we got the Kyrie Irving. Now Kyrie Irving, you can do a lot of things. You can do Kyrie Irving, Oscar Robertson like this. You can do Kyrie Irving, Oscar Robertson, Kyrie Irving, or you can do Kyrie pure. It's so many different ways you can do this Kyrie Irving blend. Then you can do Kyrie Irving, Oscar Robertson, and maybe Baluba. Hey, this is so many different ways. It's all about preference when you end up making a Kyrie release. But as long as you got your jump shot slightly on push, you are going to knock down shots consistently. Now for my bigger builds, my 6'5s all the way to 6'9s, these are the best bases you can end up using in the game. Y'all already know T-Mac came out. Use T-Mac base if you like the Jared Cover and you want less contest on your jump shot. Definitely use that T-Mac. But if you want a quicker jump shot, that's where the Jared Cover come in. Though think about Jared Cover, sometimes it does get a weird hitch off some catch and shoots. The same thing as T-Mac. It's just how the jump shot is. Then we got the Matt Ryan jump shots, which requires you to have an 83 mid-range or 3-pointer. Still one of the top 5 jump shot bases in the game. But after maybe this video, you're gonna see people use a new jump shot base, SGA. SGA jump shot, I never heard nobody talk about SGA jump shot. All you need to have is an 87 mid-range or 87 3-pointer to use this base, but I definitely recommend you to at least have an 89 so you can hit that threshold. The same way you need an 89 3-point or mid-range rating to unlock Ray Allen. Now, J.R. Smith, I told y'all this is maybe one of the easiest jump shots that you can time if you're really not that good at timing. Use normal risk. If you want to use high risk, you can. Then we got Justin Holiday. Now, don't sleep on Justin Holiday. Now, Justin Holiday, I had it in one of my jump shot videos last year and in 2K23, and it's still good. It's literally still consistent. The same thing with Scottie Pippen. If you like Jonathan Isaac, this is the Jonathan Isaac for bigger guards on NBA 2K25. Now, lately, I've been messing around with the Kobe base. Y'all must see very soon that Kobe base is back. I was using Kobe at the beginning of the year and I was like, I might have to come back to it, but that Kobe base is hidden the same way Jalen Williams base is hidden. But if you're in a more lower 3-point rating, definitely try out Jalen Tyson. I told y'all boys off the ISO or even off catch and shoot, try out Jalen Tyson or even try out Jacoby Walter, aka the JT Thor NBA 2K25. Can't go wrong with that. But if you got a higher 3-point rating or mid-range, hey, a lot of people say they like MPJ. MPJ to me, it's cool, but I really don't mess with it. But hey, that's all about preference when it comes to using certain jump shot bases. But look, for the best bases I just gave y'all, now I'm about to mess with some jump shots. We got SGA jump shot base, Baluba, Oscar Robertson. Now you can flip this. You can do Oscar Robertson, Baluba, but I like it this way, max speed, halfway on release and push. And this jump shot is just so nice. I like it. I like it. I like that when I find new jump shots I play around with. I like this jump shot. And you're going to see this jump shot very soon in the video. Just know, very soon you're going to see this jump shot. Very soon. I had a lot of fun using it. Then we got the T-Mac, Oscar Robertson, Sadiq Bey. Now, if you don't want to use Sadiq Bey, you can use Julian Champagnie. Now, if you're going to use Julian Champagnie, you're going to make sure you have your blending more towards that Oscar Robertson, at least 70%, or even, I say 75, 70% more to Oscar Robertson. But as of everything else, it's going to be similar to what I have on the screen. You don't got to change it up too much, but the T-Mac, Oscar Robertson, you can use Julian Champagnie, or you can use Sadiq Bey. As of other things you can use, even Luka Doncic, it's a lot of different releases that you can mess around with that fits your preference or fits your actual timing. But this jump shot compared to my go-to jump shot, I'm gonna be honest to you, it's a little bit slower, but it is way smoother when I use. But then we have the Scottie Pippen. I'm telling y'all, I'm gonna keep preaching the Scottie Pippen. Scottie Pippen, Baluba, Sadiq Bey. Now you can switch this like I told y'all. Y'all can do Sadiq Bey, Baluba. You can end up messing around putting Julian Champagnie with the Baluba. You can do Oscar Robertson, Baluba. There's a lot of different variations you can do. As long as you got a visual cue that you like, that's the main point. The visual cue is the main thing when it comes to the jump shot. And then once you actually figure out the blending that you like, you won't be A-okay. I'm telling you this now. You're going to be A-okay no matter if you got that low 3-point rating of 80 or you got a high 3-point rating of 95. You're going to be able to knock down shots consistently. Then we got the jump shot of Jalen Williams. Now, this is another new jump shot I'm bringing y'all boys today. We got the Jalen Williams, Oscar Robertson, Julian Champagnie. Now, you could go max speed if you want to, but this jump shot is fast. This is a fast jump shot. That's the reason why it's on 3-4 speed, 70 blend on this jump shot towards Oscar Robertson. Now look, this is very similar to the Kyle Lowry base to me. But if your 3-point rating or mid-range rating is more on the high side, definitely try out Jalen Williams and SGA. Now look, this is one of my go-to jump shots that I've been using. I told y'all since season 2, this jump shot has not failed me. Now if you need a jump shot and you know how to rhythm shoot, even if you like using square, you can rhythm shoot and square. I literally have it on 50-50, Sadiq Bey, Oscar Robertson. If you don't like Oscar Robertson, you can end up putting Beluba. I told y'all got options. If you don't like Beluba, flip it, put Oscar Robertson first, then Beluba, and then mess around with it. Now, as of what is set up, you could go max speed or you can go 3-4 speed, but I'm more of a max speed type of player, so if you want to rhythm shoot, just end up messing with the actual visual cue. And even though I gave y'all some of the best bases and jump shots for those 6'5s to 6'9s, I gotta look out for my bigger builds. I gotta look out for my big mans, the 6'10s. I gotta look out for the 7-footers. I told y'all boys, Nick Claxton jump shot base. Don't sleep. Don't sleep. I might like Nick Claxton jump shot base more than actual Jonathan Isaac. And you don't even have to have a high 3-point rating to use that Nick Claxton. You only got to have a 69 rating to end up unlocking that base. And I say as long as you got a 77 3-point rating or at least a 78 3-point rating, you can make an actually great jump shot. And speaking of Jonathan Isaac, y'all know Jonathan Isaac, one of the top bases, especially with Chris Bosh, 85 with the Chris Bosh. Now, a lot of people don't like Chris Bosh base, but some people are actually consistent with it. But for a jump shot base that I feel like it's slept on, only problem is the stability with this jump shot. It's an F, but the jump shot base as a visual cue, it's actually nice. It's actually nice to use. Andre Drummond has a nice visual cue for his jump shot. It's just that the stability is not that good. Then we got the Oliver Sarr base. I told y'all boys, you need a 75 mid-range or 3-pointer. Use this. This is a fast jump shot to use. I definitely recommend you to use release. Now, if you don't want to use the release, you got to mess around with those blendings of the releases to end up having it a little bit slower. The same way I end up using that PJ Washington base on my Giannis build. Now, PJ Washington, I actually was knocking down very consistent with PJ on my build, but look, if you got that 90 mid-range, if you want to try that out, I don't know, bro. I don't know, MPJ, I just don't know, bro. I just can't time it, but everybody else likes using MPJ. Like, the base is cool, but for me, it's just, hey, it might be a skill issue. It's just a skill issue. But for the best jump shots that I've been messing around with, I told y'all that Nick Claxton, Franz Wagner, and Beluba. Max speed on release. Now, rhythm shooting with this, it might be a little bit hard. This is more on the Beluba side, but the jump shot is nice. Right now, I told you, I'm shooting on my Giannis build right now. My Giannis build, you know what I'm saying? I'm knocking down shots consistently on the Giannis piece, having fun. I'm telling you, even with a 73-pointer, I got an 82 mid-range, but with my 73-pointer, I'll be still knocking down shots. Then for another Nick Claxton actual base, I'm gonna be honest with you, Nick Claxton, Beluba, Atlas Glenn, this is gonna be slightly past push. It's 3-4 speed. Now look, the reason why I did 3-4 speed, just because of the blended and the releases that I use. Now this jump shot is fast, I'm telling you. If you put this on max speed, you're gonna see how fast this jump shot is. Even with being on push, even if you try to use a release, it's gonna be still fast. Then we got the Jonathan Isaac. Now this one is on 3-4 speed. It got Franz Wagner and then it got Charles Bassey. This is a 51-49 blend. Now this one, I like this one. Now double H jump shot on his bigger build, it's cool. I like it. It's as long as you mess with the visual cue. The visual cue is the main thing when it comes to this jump shot, because his is like right before push. I had to put mine a little bit past push because that's more of my timing. A little bit slightly past push and you'll be able to knock down shots, but all about your preference and your reaction time. Then we got the Chris Bosh, DeMarcus Cousins, Beluba. Max speed, this is a 42-58 blend, and this is exactly on push. Now, you feel like this jump shot is a little bit too slow for you, or you feel like it's a little bit too fast, just mess with the visual cue. That's the best I can tell you. Everybody reaction time is different. Everybody internet speed is different. Hey, but you seen me use this jump shot. I used this jump shot on my Jokic build, and I went crazy on this build. No matter if it's a hop jumper, off the dribble, standstill, the jump shot is just nice. Now we got Andre Drummond. Now this is the one thing. It's the stability. This is one of those things, I'm gonna be honest to you. His jump shot is very nice visually. It's gonna be very easy to time. The only thing is about the consistency. The stability timing is going to be the only downfall of the jump shot, because the make window does change because of this time and stability. That's the one main thing. Then for the last one, we got the Jonathan Isaac, Marvin Bagley, Beluba. Max speed, halfway between push and release, 30-70 blend. Now, it's between this and the other Jonathan Isaac that I always flip between. Some days I might just go to that Jonathan Isaac. Some days I might go to this Jonathan Isaac. It's all about preference and it's all about feel, because every game mode has different timing and different difficulties. One game mode might be faster, one game mode might be slower. One game mode might have an easier difficulty and one might have a harder difficulty. It's all about tweaking your jump shot so you'll be able to use it no matter the game mode. That's what I mostly try to do when I make these jump shots. I try to make sure the jump shot is usable in every game mode, no matter if I go from park or I go from rank or even when I go from pro-am. But look, out of all the information I gave y'all boys today, hey, all I ask y'all to do is, hey, drop a like on this video, share it to a friend that can't shoot, also subscribe, and I'm gonna see y'all boys in the next one, man.